In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front brake hose on your BMW X1. This is going to be located behind the front wheel. Let's get started. Using a 17mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using an adjustable wrench, hold the bottom brake line while using an 11mm wrench to break the top nut free. Be sure you have a collection bucket under you before doing this. Fluid will come out. Fully remove the nut. Wiggle the bottom brake line and pull it out. Using a pair of pliers, we're going to pull up on the metal tab holding our line in. Using a 14mm wrench, we're going to remove the line out of our caliper. Remove the old brake line. Install the new brake line. Get it started by hand. Snug it down with a wrench. Get it nice and snug. Install the brake line into the bracket. Put the rubber hose through. Put the metal to match. Grab your spring, install it onto the back side of the line, knock it down into place, install the brake line, install the hard line into the brake line, and get it started. Snug it down. Get the line nice and snug. If you need to, hold the bottom brake line while you tighten it. Using a clean rag, wipe up any mess you made. Do the same thing on the caliper. Remove the bleeder cap. Using an 11mm wrench, we're going to open up our bleeder screw. And we're going to wait for clear fluid with no bubbles to come out of our caliper. Once we have nice clear fluid with no bubbles, our caliper is gravity bled. We can tighten that back up. Use a clean rag, clean up any mess we made. Reinstall the bleeder cap. Remove the trim piece to gain access to the brake master cylinder. To do this, we're going to pull on either tab on either side of this cover. Lift straight up. Now we have our brake master. Using a clean rag, go around and wipe the cap and any surrounding area. Remove the cap from the master cylinder. This is a cap and a level sensor all in one. I'm not going to disconnect the electrical connection. I'm just going to put it off to the side, upside down. We are going to fill our reservoir with new fluid. Be sure to use the correct fluid when you're doing this. Fill the fluid to the max line. Reinstall your cap. Get it snug. Wipe the area. Get in the car, pump up the brake pedal. If you have a nice firm pedal, you're good to go. If you do not, now's the time to perform a 4-wheel brake bleed. Install the wheel and get all 5 bolts started. I'm going to get one stud up there and snug so it holds the wheel for me. and get the rest of them installed. Give them a snug. Using a torque wrench, we're going to torque our wheels to 89 foot-pounds in a star pattern. And you're good to go. Remove the cap from the master cylinder. I'm just going to put it off to the side, upside down. Using a fluid extractor, we are going to extract all of the old brake fluid out of the cylinder. Remove all of the old fluid. With all of the old fluid removed, we are going to fill our reservoir with new fluid. Be sure to use the correct fluid when you're doing this. Fill the fluid to the max line. Reinstall your cap. Get it snug. Wipe the area. Now we're going to travel to our first wheel, which is going to be in the right rear. Our second wheel will be the left rear. Then we're going to move on to the right front, and finally the left front. We're going to install a brake bottle. We're going to use a 9mm wrench. We're going to install our bottle onto the bleeder. We're going to have our assistant pump up the brakes. Once they're holding, we can crack that open. They hit the floor, we'll close it back up. Go ahead and pump them up. Go ahead and pump them up. Repeat this process 3 to 5 times or until you have nice clear fluid with no bubbles coming out of your hose. And we had that nice clean fluid with no bubbles, so we can remove our bottle. Remove our wrench. Use a clean rag, clean the area, and we'll move on to our next wheel, which will be the left rear, and we'll see you at the master cylinder. Remove the cap. Top off the master cylinder to the max line. Reinstall the cap. Give it a wipe. Now at the front right brakes, we're going to install a 11mm wrench. We're going to install our bleeder bottle. Have your assistant pump up the brakes and open the bleeder screw. Go ahead and pump them up. Go again. One more. And we had that nice clean fluid with no bubbles. We'll remove our bottle. Remove our wrench. Wipe the area clean. And reinstall our bleeder cap. Now we'll move on to our last wheel, the left front, and then we'll see you at the master cylinder. Remove the cap. Top off the master cylinder to the max line. Reinstall the cap. Give it a wipe. Install the cover. Using a torque wrench, we're going to torque our wheels to 89 foot-pounds in a star pattern, and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.